Well, for me, it was the story of the Osage themselves, but primarily it was about to delve into the culture and spirituality of the Native American. Hence, bringing in the European American, how did this all go wrong? And for what reason? And the reason always is wanting more, greed, etc. It's basically it.
Well, we mix these families together, and that estate money flows the right direction. It'll come to us.
And you say, well, you come in and you just take the land from the people, you kill them, etc. But no, these people were friends. And then that became interesting. Ernest and Molly, that's where we found the heart of the story. They're in love. And yet, you look down on the culture, look down on the people, and use the excuse that, well, they're on their way out anyway. That's the way history happens. One wave comes in, another one goes out. But it didn't have to be. And so we said, well, let's get into it. But if we get into it, we're going to have to get into it in terms of the authenticity, I should say honesty, with how the Osage, how they lived. What I'm hoping for is that if we do come out and say certain things about history and to rethink history, and not just revisionism and not just debunking it, we know there's all those elements. Can it be done in an aesthetic and an artistic style? So you're hoping that these things are like, people think about them, or they don't want to think about them, but they're there. Mm-hmm. And it stays with you. And that's what I'm hoping that ultimately cinema could really, really achieve.
The Osage.
Their time is over. We got to take back control of our home.
I tried with the objective way, and then the book has that beautifully. And I always say in the book, it's like, who done it? And I always point out, when I was reading it, I was like, in my head, it was like, who didn't do it? Like, maybe we all did it, maybe we're part of that. The way we think and the way we've been reared and the way we've been taught is part of a whole other way of thinking, which may not be the ultimate way, And so I said, why don't we, as Leo wanted to play Ernest then, so okay, then we go in from the inside out rather than the outside in.
I ain't got nothing but regret.